So my name is Alan. I'm a student pharmacist. I'm P4 here at Pitt. And Ravi mentioned earlier about the Pitt Challenge, which is Pitt's hackathon. But these past few months, I've been working on APHA's first inaugural hackathon. I first got involved with a lot of the hackathon areas or interested in them because I took a class with Dr. Amir Lee and Dr. Ravi Patel, actually two classes with them. And then one thing that I heard consistently was pharmacists are fantastic product managers. And this is really a practicum in product management. What is a hackathon? It's an event that's about 48 hours. Traditionally, it came from like the computer science world. So they develop software and hardware-based products to solve some kind of solution that they're prompted with. It could be things like, how do I use machine learning to keep a robot upright for when it's like tipped over or something like that. In our case, we focus on healthcare. Our tracks being improving healthcare, improving access to healthcare, reducing inefficiencies in healthcare, and fostering well-being and resiliency. In our case, we were lucky enough to have fantastic sponsors: Fox Health, Pfizer, Omnicell, and we had Google as well. And we had one more. Their name escapes me. They jumped in that last second, sponsoring us for I think about $5,000. But we had about $8,000 in cash prizes. And those who participated were degree pursuing students from around the world. So we had anywhere from undergraduates, graduate students, medical students, and they needed to be interprofessional as well. So we made a requirement for it to be a healthcare student, at least one healthcare student, and one CS student. We need the healthcare student to provide expertise in terms of knowledge of healthcare fields, and the CS component to actually build the product. And I think we had somewhere around like 16 universities and like at least 10 different countries. We definitely had a bunch from America. We had some from Canada. I think we had a group from like 3 from Canada, and one from the UK, a bunch from India, one from Nigeria, just really all around the world. And these all came together virtually this year, since we did have to pivot to a virtual environment to create these pitches of products to address some of these healthcare problems. In addition to all these students that participated, we had industry and academic leaders. So I think I counted about 6 CEOs that came to our event to either be mentors or judges or just general speakers. Additionally, we had people like Daniel Kraft, and we had another guy that was speaking as a managing director from Deloitte. So really fantastic networking opportunity and just access to a lot of really fantastic people. Next slide, please. And I just really want to point to our team as being really interprofessional as well. Parisa Vitanka being the person from APHA who approached us because of the success of our hackathon at Pitt, the Pitt Challenge. She approached Ravi and Dr. Ali about creating their own hackathon because they were really interested in digital health. So they wanted to create a digital health hackathon. So working with this group, we kind of started working in January, meeting pretty much every single week to talk about what kind of products or components of this product we want to start building out. So Risa being from APHA, going across, Ravi, of course. And then Freya is a student down at Georgia Tech. She is a computer science major. Ellen Berkeley, she is a PGY 1 up in, I believe, Seattle. She's actually the year that she was finishing her P4 year, she won the Bowl of Hygeia, which is like the highest honor that APHA can bestow upon a student. There's me in the middle with a bunch of geese. And Nina is a P4 here at Pitt. Catherine is a aeronautical engineering student at Georgia Tech. Matt Gerbic here becoming a P4 here at Pitt. He's a P3, become P4. And Amir Badani, he is a P2 over in WVU, He's the co-founder of a nonprofit as well as another side company, I believe. And then Kayla, who is a computational media major over at Georgia Tech. So really, really diverse team. And it was like really fantastic working with everyone. What did you learn in this if you decide to, I guess, pursue this kind of area or be involved with the Pitch Challenge and lead the Pitch Challenge? It's really a practicum and full cycle product development. You get to learn a lot about branding, sponsor outreach and management. So talking directly with certain sponsors. When I was involved with the Pitch Challenge, I talked with UPMC Enterprises. Marketing, so you're going to try to figure out how to market to both sponsors and people that are participating. Event coordination, there's a ton that's involved with the logistics of when people are going to speak and like getting people just committed to speaking, and how are you going to be managing all the people in your event venue. And then customer relationship management, which is really heavy during the event. So yeah, if you're interested in any kind of like product development, product management in the healthcare field, really fantastic thing to take part in. Again, the Pitch Challenge for the Pitch side, DigitalHealth.Rx for the APHA side. If you're interested, contact me. My email's there. Since I'm graduating, I don't know if I think I get to keep my Pitt email, which is acy13@pitt.edu, or you can contact Matt Grubik. He'll be here next year as a P4. Thanks. If you have any questions, I'll take them.
Thank you, Alan, for the presentation. As we look to the chat, or if anyone wants to unmute and ask any questions on your almost old hat at holding hackathons and events. And if anyone ever wanted to get a degree in managing Zoom and Discord and human-based questions around, hey, when's this thing supposed to be in? Alan is the one to learn from, a true master at the craft, pulling from so much other expertise that he has. Alan, one of the biggest challenges when it comes to events is being dynamic and still hitting your milestones. And that's true with any project in any line of work. Condensing that into 48 hours is even more challenging. So can you shed any light on what it's like to have to balance both pressing needs and milestones that you know you have to hit with such a condensed event?
Sure. It's always going to be a balancing act. I would say if you are managing these, know your tools and know your resources. Your resources being, the people that you're working with. If you have a deadline coming up and someone's going to be awesome at handling something, and you have someone that and if they're available and ready to do it, make that ask to be able to make that milestone and those pressing timelines. A lot of times people are more than willing to help you out if you've been having a really good working relationship. And don't be afraid to just go do it yourself. If you don't know how to do it and no one else knows how to do it, go do it. I think that was one of the biggest learning points for me in terms of the first hackathon that I guess challenged this past summer, was that a lot of times we weren't sure how to do a certain something. And it didn't, I think more times than not, just going to get your feet wet and go do it on a very short timeline ended up working out. And just leaning on your resources when you can. If you're unclear about something, make the ask. A lot of times people are there to fill in your knowledge. So yeah, does that answer your question?
And then some, and that's the level of knowledge we'll be losing. And certainly it's a challenge, and really just the biggest joy and the best bitter pill, the best bittersweet pill when we get to say goodbye and congrats to soon-to-be doctors as they graduate. And so certainly Pitt Pharmacy won't be the same, hackathons won't be the same, but we're only better because you are here and for all of your effort, Alan. So thank you.